Hi, all you SPMEs out there. Today's question has 3 answers, and you're going to want to stick around because the third answer is a secret that will show you exactly how to get your manga books perfect when they're self-published and selling. So let's get into it. The question that was sent to me was, how to self-publish manga? Now, I can understand completely that you're an artist, you've been doing drawings for a very long time, you're familiar with manga, and you want to contribute to all of the books that are out there. But when you think about it, how are you going exactly to do that? Whether it's paper or maybe you're going to put out an ebook on Kindle, there's lots of options available, but the question is, isn't this going to be very difficult? If it's hard enough just with normal text, but if you're doing manga with all of the images and getting the sizing and the resolution on each of those images correctly, this can be quite daunting and something that maybe makes you consider, is this worth doing in the first place, or is it something that might be a little bit too difficult? And this is what we're going to answer today. This is Chris Baird from selfpublishingmadeeasynow.com, where self-publishing doesn't have to be so hard. Click the subscribe button if you'd like for me to make more videos like this one, and check out below in the description and you can grab a copy of my absolutely free self-publishing checklist to help you get started on your journey and make sure you're not skipping the steps that are necessary to win at the self-publishing game. So, how to self-publish manga? Well, let me tell you from my story. When I first got started, I was doing books that were just text. Well, initially. But the thing is that as I had several books, I began to understand one of the strategies is actually having the image of the books in your existing book, and so you're able to get people to buy your other books. In addition, I built an email list out of the original books, and so I would have an image of the thing that the person could get for free in exchange for an email address in the book itself. And so I needed to figure out how to do the formatting on this. I originally went to Fiverr and found somebody who could do the formatting for me, and I thought maybe my problem is solved, but that was a mistake. And the reason for that being a mistake is very simple. It's that the people on Fiverr sometimes will just put the book together and the formatting will not be quite right, especially for the ebook version. And then you'll put it out on the market, and then suddenly you're like, wait a second, there's all sorts of mistakes here. And then when you want to fix it, you have to pay more to do that. And that was when I discovered the program Uto, which you can find below my affiliate link in the description. That's the software that I use in order to make sure those images are correct. After a period of time, I then had a book that was like a comic book that I put out that had different animations that were going on throughout the book, and like a picture book for children. And that was when I discovered just how easy Uto is in getting the images exactly spaced and correct so that your readers are going to love your book. And that was a little bit of the things that I had found. By not having the correct tools for this, you guarantee failure. It's going to be very difficult for you to succeed when you're trying to do publishing your own graphic novel or your comic book or a children's picture book. So there's a lot of different things to keep in mind here. So how to self-publish manga? Well, here are the answers. The first one is that publishing manga is the same as publishing any other book. You don't need to consider this to be so different than you would be if you were publishing just another book that you were putting out there on the market. So in terms of, from Amazon's standpoint, whether you have the images, you have to remember a little bit, though, is that the more images you have, and if they're color, it's going to pull down your royalties on your books. And so that's something to consider. Maybe you want to raise the price. I would highly recommend it, especially on the paper versions, making sure you're earning at least $5 per book that you sell. And if it's like 2 books together, then you would earn $6, and we go upwards from there. So, but this is something that you're definitely going to want to make sure. And as you put the prices into Amazon or these other services, it will tell you how much money you're going to make per sale of the book. Now, I don't care about this $5 rule when it comes to extended distribution, like way off distribution. Sometimes those go down. But in terms of your primary sales area, we should be making about $5 off the print books and $2 off of the Kindle books. Okay, just a little bit of secret there regarding the pricing structure if you wish to make money off of your books. Number 2, you should use a formatting tool that makes it easy, like Uto. Now, I use Uto. Again, you can find my affiliate link in the description. And this one was just crazy easy. I was able to train other people up on using it as well because it's so easy. It can handle your pictures, and it will produce your ebooks, for Kindle, your EPUB books, digital, your paperback books, your hardback books. So literally every type of book that you're going to need to produce, it will be able to do that, okay? I even noticed some on their EPUBs for Lulu. Very interesting. So in other words, specially formatted ones that will pass the Lulu test. So it has a whole series of options available, and that's one of the reasons I like it. If you attempt to do this using Microsoft Word, you're going to completely fail. And it's not that Microsoft Word is a bad program. It's just very poor for this purpose of trying to get a book onto the market that is perfect. But that brings us in to the third and secret answer of the day of how exactly do we do this whole thing and how do we get our books to be perfect and selling? And the answer is it seems it can be incredibly difficult. And when you first get started with Yuto or even Word, if you go way back, you'll see that some of these tools can be very burdensome to try to figure out. But as you start to use the tool, it begins to get easier. And this is very important. Also with Yuto, I contact the developer of this tool regularly whenever I have any questions, and we're able to straighten it out. If there's anything I'm not quite sure, or I'm getting an error or something regarding the quality of my book. And so this is also another key issue that you're going to need to consider when you're putting your books out. It's that if you have the right tool, it will be a challenge initially. There's always a learning curve associated with learning the tools that will be necessary to help you win at the self-publishing game. And when you after you've learned it a while, things start to get fast and your quality starts to go up, and we start to see the sales coming in. And this is a powerful combination that you aren't going to want to miss. And if you maybe you found other tools and things, so that also do the need. I just found this one. I've tried Scrivener and I tried a number of other ones, and this was just by far the easiest that I found. So how to self-publish with Manga? What have you found? Let me know below in the comments. I answer every single comment that's left here, and check up above me here for more video answers to your self-publishing questions. Thanks.